When I was a young monk, I once asked my master, Master, what is the greatest tragedy in life? He looked at me for a long moment, smiled gently, and said, It is not death, my son. It is reaching the end of your life and realizing you never truly lived. That sentence has stayed with me every day since. You see, most people are not really living, they're only existing. They wake up, rush through their day, chase goals they don't even remember choosing, and fall asleep still carrying the same worries they had yesterday. Then they call it a life. But life, real life, begins only when you start paying attention. When you begin to notice the sound of your own breath, the feeling of sunlight on your skin, the quiet joy hidden in simple things. That is when you start to live. I remember another day, sweeping the monastery courtyard. I was frustrated, angry even. The leaves kept falling faster than I could sweep them. I muttered to myself, what's the point of cleaning if it's going to be dirty again? My master, who'd been watching quietly, said, My son, you are not sweeping to finish. You are sweeping to practice being present. That was the moment I realized. So much of our suffering comes from wanting everything to be complete, perfect, or permanent. But nothing in this world stays still. Not the seasons, not the leaves, not our bodies, not even our thoughts. So if you wait for the perfect time to begin, you'll never begin at all. Every morning when I wake, before I rise, I remind myself, this day will never come again. It's a simple sentence, but it changes everything. When you see time as precious, not as something to kill, but as something to cherish, you start living differently. You stop rushing. You start listening. You stop comparing your journey to others. You start valuing your own path. Because comparison steals gratitude. And without gratitude, joy cannot exist. A young villager once came to the monastery to see me. He said, Master, I feel lost. Everyone around me seems to be moving faster, building, earning, achieving. And here I am standing still. I handed him a cup and poured hot tea into it. When it overflowed, he shouted, Stop, it's full. I smiled and said, Yes, and so are you. You are too full of what everyone else is doing. There's no space left to see what your own heart desires. He sat in silence for a long time, and in that silence, he began to understand. Life is not a race. It's a rhythm. And when you find your rhythm, you'll realize that peace was never missing. You were just too distracted to notice it. We spend so much of our lives chasing what we think will bring us happiness, money, approval, control, perfection. But happiness isn't something you chase. It's something you notice, like the warmth of the morning sun, or the laughter of a friend, or the quiet satisfaction of doing something kind without anyone knowing. The more you slow down to notice these things, the more alive you feel. The mind loves to wander into someday. Someday I'll rest. Someday I'll travel. Someday I'll be at peace. But the wise ones know. Someday is a word that never arrives. Only today is real. When I was younger, I often sat by the old river near our monastery. I would watch the water flowing endlessly. One day, my master sat beside me and said, Do you see that river? It never stops, yet it never rushes. It moves forward effortlessly, carrying everything with grace because it knows its destination. That's how life should be. Flowing, not forcing. Trusting, not controlling. Present, not impatient. My dear friend, if you wish to live fully, not just exist, begin with stillness. Each morning, before you reach for your phone, your plans, your worries, pause. Take one slow, deep breath. Feel the air move through you. Feel yourself here. That single moment of awareness can change your entire day. Because mindfulness is not about escaping the world. It's about returning to it with your eyes open. And so remember this. Time is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. It shows you what truly matters and what never did. Every second that passes is a gentle reminder. You are alive. You have a chance, right now, to be present, to grow, to love, to forgive, to begin again. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create a peaceful one, right where you are. And if these words touched your heart today, Carry them quietly with you, not as rules, but as reminders. May you walk slowly, breathe deeply, and live each moment as if it's the first and the last. Because in truth, it is.